Hi everyone. Hi. I can see somebody coming in to my room. I'm actually trying to do something over here. Happy New Month, at least from my side of the world. I don't know who is this on the live. Could you kindly just leave a comment? Let's see how it goes. Yes, I think so. Hi, who's here? You're on to Monetize with Dr. Magnus. And if you'd like to learn anything at all, you can just leave a message or a comment. Else, we'll right in my studio and do some recording session for my videos for the week. So you're welcome. I don't know how you're finding YouTube. So I'm hoping that you'll probably leave a comment so that I know who I'm talking with. But if you can't, then you're welcome to watch me do some of my recordings for the week. I guess that would be your chick shit. Yes, so my next new video that I'll be uploading this week is essentially going to be talking about I don't know how many people remember the Milli Vanilli story and some of the financial decisions they made, and then the whole hoax, and eventually how they were thrown under the bus, and generation of persons brought out their things and burnt their cities, asking for refund, suing them and all that. And of course, Rob eventually was unalived because he passed, and the story is pathetic, literally, because Rob eventually passed, never having overcome addictions. But then, of course, Fab is now currently super amazing. Like, he's even on, he comes out every day on YouTube here. So most times I go to his page. You just check out Fab Morvan, Milli Vanilli. And every single time I go there, I remember memories of while we're growing up, some of those excellent songs. Well, that was not a song for my generation. It wasn't. But for me, I think that it's a story of redemption, and for me, I meditate a whole lot of redemption because I believe that, I guess that's what I'm here for, right? Having a second chance for people. So I don't know if you know the story and then you remember um, some of those songs. Please, if you are currently on this live and you can remember some of the really vanilla songs, please just leave a comment. Let me see. I know that there is Girl I Miss You. Is it Girl I Miss You? I don't know. There's one particular famous one that they won Grammy for. So I don't know who probably can remember. Woo, Mama! Good to see you. Hi. My apostle of money is here. From her name you can know. Good morning, Mama. How you doing? Okay, then I can see Shiv Tanstav. Shiv, I hope I'm pronouncing your name very well. Thank you so much for stopping by. So before you all came in, I was talking about the story. I don't know. I've been crying for like, thank you, Mama. I've been crying for like a week now. I don't know why. For the first time, I just decided to dive deep into the story of Milli Vanilli. I don't know how many people that knows about that story, and I cried my heart out. I mean, the story of two boys who left Germany, more like who dominated Germany and then left from Germany to America, and then they eventually were uh, were nominated. In fact, they won Grammys. But then after they had won Grammys, their producer disgraced them because, just like, I don't know how many people knows the story of Bonnie M. So if you know the story of Bonnie M and how the fact that what's his name? Is it? I can't remember his name now. So sorry if you can remember the name of the lead singer of Bonnie M. You might want to help me. I know he's a Rob. I'm not sure whether he's a Rob name, but I can remember his name. I remember Bonnie M, right? And what eventually happened to them. Okay, what we eventually found out was that, okay, all the songs that were sung on the record was essentially Frank Ferrer that sang the song. That's their producers at that time. And then after all the money's made, how he eventually was found, he was found unalive in his room, right, in the last years of his life without money, right. Of course, these stories happen every single now and then. For me, my session, this my video that will be released Maybe I'm looking at Friday, I don't know. Or if I don't release it today, it might be Friday because I'm looking at the public holiday. So I'm gonna say Happy New Month to anybody who's currently joining me. You're super welcome to my life, right? I just actually came here outside of my community because I'm trying to find out. I'm looking around the YouTube sphere on my own because I'm trying to find out, meet friends and all that. So Shaib, I can see your comment. Thank you so much. What's my education? I am a medical doctor, but I am essentially my channel is to help you monetize your skills. Yes. So that's my education. And then I'm also a master's student right now in public health. Okay. So back to my story. So every generation we always have people like that who come, who shine for a season, and then we use them to drugs and a few other things. Okay, to medications, because I'm sure maybe there will be community guidelines against use of such words, right? So through medications and all that, and then I don't know what are people doing about it. And then if you're probably in on this life right now and you're probably making the peaks of your money, like currently you're working in a particular your workplace and all that, and then your saving culture is very bad. I don't know what is your plan, because the truth is, right, um, there's a scripture in the Bible that talked about we should look at the ants, right, that they don't have leaders, right, they don't have any leader, but because of the system that they built around themselves, they almost never lose, like during the rains. So they find a way to keep digging. They dig and dig and dig, make reservations for themselves before they eventually would have rain to come, seasons will come and go, and these guys are still provided for. So back to the Mini story. I don't know. I literally, during my recording, the next video you're gonna see that I'm gonna upload, I cried. So you might just do well to just subscribe so you can see. And then, like I said in the video, I saw a few other artists, well-known artists in Nigeria, who were talking about how that music money is water and they're spending recklessly. And I'm like, okay, are you not seeing the pattern? There's really anybody who will be relevant. I mean, what I mean by relevant is not that you're not relevant. I mean, being the peak of your career for 40 years. You're not a human being. You're going to die, right? So we've seen people like, we don't even have a history of anybody like that who is number one for as long as 7 decades. I've not seen. So why would you be reckless? The truth is that they will always be seasoned financially for you. So okay, supposing your workplace closes down. Okay, supposing, so for us in the social media era, supposing your channel gets cancelled or seized, because literally that's what's happening on LinkedIn now. I mean, lots of people stay awake all night. They wake up, they interact, they engage, they get to their thousands of followers, and all of a sudden the bots of whatever platform it is suddenly just shuts them out, and everything just comes crashing. And everything just comes crashing. And then these cycles happen over and over again in every generation. I mean, literally every generation. So the question is, what are people really doing? What are people doing? Okay, so if I'm gonna ask, I'll be asking you right now. What are you doing with some of this YouTube money that comes into your account every month? Right? I'm hoping that the reason why you're here is because it's also part of the hustle culture, right? You actually just want to find the next place where you're going to see whom you're going to subscribe with, whom you're going to meet, who you're probably going to collaborate with. Unfortunately, some people on YouTube are not even thinking about it that way. Okay, it's called YouTube Partnership Program because they want partners. I mean, they want people who are producing value, not essentially hustlers, right? To be in their atmosphere or their sphere and all that. But a lot of us don't seem to understand that. And I said again, like generations after generations, we have people whom things just happen to, and it's so bad, super bad. And I'm hoping that we will maybe look out for each other a little more. So this is why I'm saying this, because I have a community of men and excellent women who are also growing as well on YouTube and LinkedIn. In fact, we're majorly on LinkedIn, very majorly on LinkedIn. And I would love to see you probably join us. You can check the link in some of my posts and join us on the website where we normally come out on Sundays here as well. So we're going to be telling stories, getting professionals. The next series of teachings we're going to be having is marketing. right? So how to get more clients, international clients from the US, all across the world, essentially. Essentially, that's what this channel is all about, right? So we help you monetize, help you get international opportunities, right? If you're a young person, so beyond just waiting for the YouTube money, you can actually just diversify your income, get skilled, get paid. Okay, so I know lots of persons who have not gotten the 1,000 subs who have made thousands of dollars, like in the 10,000s of dollars. So sometimes we get super, I think I also have a video on that. We get super blinded in the sense that we just want to, let me just enter a new room. I just want to meet people. I just want to get to my 1,000 mark. I'm just, guy, in my tribe. So if you're probably from other sides of the world, my tribe, it's called, it's not essentially my tribe, like a tribe in Nigeria, it's called Farabale. Calm down. I usually use that in my video a lot. So I'm wondering, who are you becoming in all this wave for money, right? For cash, for fame? Who are you becoming? Because it's going to determine how you'll be when suddenly the spotlight is off you. Some people cannot cope, literally, when the spotlight is off them. And then the thing is, the most painful part of this whole thing is how the world position themselves. Okay, so in one season, somebody is screaming, yay, Michael Jackson, ah! And in another season, the same person, and Michael Jackson is walking by, and you don't feel that at some point this person contributed to your childhood, to your growth, to your memories, and you just start throwing stones. So you see a lot of bloggers coming up with stories around these people that literally give their lives to entertain you. No. I think that's the craziest thing I've had to sit down to see and think about. And I'm like, what's wrong with these people? And by that, I'm talking about myself as well. Okay, so I can see I'm sorry, I might not pronounce your name very well. It sounds Indian. Okay, your education is graduation. Okay, I'm sure there's a typo right there on that conversation. But I'm just hoping that we get to be a little more human, kind, love people, even if we don't get results from relationships as they used to give us. How about honoring all the legacies that people have contributed to us, our childhood, and growing up days? So today, essentially, I think I would dedicate it to Milli Vanilli, and I want to say rest easy, Rob, right? So he was somebody who could not live without fame. So I'm hoping here, because I know some people who will probably come into this life, you're still going to be the next big thing, right? It's not a big deal to be big. I used to tell my people a lot, right? Fame is trust. Unfortunately, sometimes it's a trust on the team, right? So that's why it's very important to pay attention to whatever outfit, relationship, circle of friends, circle of influence, management, and whoever was around you when you eventually, in quotes, blow up. Because eventually those same people there's an energy around them that contributed to your own energy, that made things work out. That's why you don't just move from one person to the other. I think a perfect example was Michael Jackson with, what's his name, Quincy Jones. Was it Quincy Jones? I can't remember his name right now. Please we can remember the producer who worked with Michael Jackson for the Bad album and many other albums that really topped the charts and all that, Thriller and all that. So I just realized that most times people don't pay attention to what made a system. So it's better, once something works out for you, it's better you pay attention to the system that got it in. Surprisingly, as I am saying this now, I'm literally going to save up this video for myself, because I love the way the conversation is going. Even though most of you who are currently on this live are not contributing to the conversation and you're not liking, please do well to subscribe to my channel, right? I am going to be here as often as I can. Like, I try my best. Today is a public holiday and I have a lot of human beings on my background, but I thought that, okay, since my video is going to be out soon, it would be lovely to probably just come out here and meet up with some amazing people that love to stream a lot. So please just leave, let me know you're here. Okay, so I've seen up to 17 years people, and now we're 8. Just let me know you're here. What is your journey around monetizing a YouTube channel? For me, essentially, I monetize as a whole. Okay, so start up business, you're probably just starting out your business. Yes, they can help you, like with all the system structures, community building, and all that to help you sustain that energy of your growth. While I would also help you upskill. Of course, that's part of our charts that we do when we have people come on board in our classes and all that. And then we have a boot camp that is coming up very, very soon. We currently have a free YouTube channel as well. Challenge, yes, that's the word I was trying to articulate. So we have a free YouTube challenge. So in case you want to meet some people who would subscribe, I don't want to use the word subscribe, who will connect with you, you might just want to leave a comment on this video right now so that I can get you to meet the rest of the community, and then we have more people probably writing to you as well. So essentially that's the story that has kept me crying. I mean, 4 nights now I've not been able to sleep, and I think I needed to probably just air this out because I've seen a lot of careless people in history, very careless people. Either parents careless, because of course that was essentially the story of Rob. Rob was adopted, okay, so his mom was a stripper, and so she left him, and the child was the father was an American soldier who also denied him. And all these people literally trooped into his life when he became famous. And guess what was the end? The end of all this was that they were asking him to remove their surname when everything casted in Nigerian terms. In Nigerian parlance, it's called cast, right? When everything went wrong, they even dared to tell him to renounce that surname. And of course, we know that by the ending part of his life, eventually, he tried to seek redemption. He, I don't know what Frank was doing, even though he didn't, Fab didn't consent anymore again to that circle of humiliation. Rob went back to Frank Hiron, and they were working on something before he was eventually, his rehabilitation was paid for. I think by the same Frank. He was supposed to go to India, and then he was found lifeless in his room, probably, and then the autopsy said it was an overdose. So like I say again, pay attention to the things you're hearing. I said that in the video as well, because it will literally become the summary of your life, like whoever you're going to become, how you're going to see life. And I don't know, that's why I said, I'll still say it again, who's preaching perfection? Who is preaching perfection? I just want to know. I mean, who said, do people even understand what humanity is all about? It means that there will be a season of lows and get comfortable. I mean, those who eventually die of probably the withdrawal effect of fame. The question will be, when you were a nobody, right, in your house, nobody celebrated you, nobody knew you could sing and all that, you die. So you didn't. So there shouldn't be another season of your life where, because something happened, or probably your dreams, or you sold the record. I mean, I was able to research as well. I heard about stories of several amazing, excellent artists. I mean, you can talk about this cool. Many guys who probably just had one hit. So I mean that they should give up. Of course, I'll say it again. The thing is, get comfortable with this undulating pattern. Just get comfortable. That's why it's the wave. The wave keeps on moving, because it's possible to have a peak and then a low, a peak, then a low, right? Nobody was promised a peak forever. And those who were promised, you can see, I don't know, you probably will tell me somebody, I don't know, I'm very open in history, somebody in history that was a star from birth to death. And what I mean by a star, I'm talking about number one. Let's say he's a musician and all his songs kept topping the charts every single day till he finally left the world. You probably should tell me who, and then I will be lovely. I'll love the correction. Absolutely, I love it. But the truth is that those people don't exist. So I don't know who is preaching this. Who is preaching this thing? I know your record wants to make money. I know your family members need money. But maybe if you start teaching them how to partner with you. Yeah, Swiva was a very famous act right now. And I have a younger brother asking me for money every single time. I will give him the task of doing videos for me. Yes, singing my song. So it's more like a payment. It's partnership. That's exactly what YouTube is doing. So you don't just come and post anything and don't grow and expect to earn from them. It's called the partnership program. So when you are partnering by making sure that my platform is easy and you're coming on board, I get to pay you. So I'm hoping that what if the systems are replicated in our homes with our kids, with our loved ones? We'll have less entitled person. More like people would start doing things because they are being paid now, rather than feeling entitled to any amount of money that comes. So like I said, I literally came out from my bucket of tears. It's a painful thing. And the worst part is that every generation, these things will still repeat themselves. As I speak to you, there's currently somebody who is signing a contract who doesn't know Fado, who doesn't care. And as I speak to you, there will still be another couple of persons who will eventually be in record label, which, of course, whose contract didn't favor and is trying to come out of it. And it raises a lot of drama. From the Nigerian ecosphere, we've been able to see the story of a few guys, named Michael, who literally lost their lives. I don't know. Oh, as I'm speaking, I can remember another story again. I mean, when the Mobad story came up, right, I don't listen to most of this other side, this music, I don't know. I try to protect my ears and some things. So if I don't understand what anybody's saying on their records, I simply just skid out of the way. But it was like this, I think two years ago, like joke, it's already 2 years. I mean, the noise of Mobad and many other things, Rising Star, that just disappeared. Now, I think I'm becoming scary. And it's shocking because somebody else again tomorrow will so make those same negative decisions, right? Sorry, my heart. I'm so hot about these things, and like I said, I don't know what people are doing about it. And what are the regulatory bodies? Who care for these artists? Like, who ensures that they are protected? Is it just to award them because they have a hit single? How about their welfare? Right? Okay, so I know that a lot of workplaces, like across the world, NHIS and all that, a lot of companies are working with that, so they are saving up people's money. They are literally saving up. So every time you're being paid, like when I was full blown into corporate atmosphere, they take out those monies and save it up for you. But who is doing that for those artists? Oh well, like I said, that's not my jurisdiction. I'm not a lawyer, but I'm saying that every single time people have funds, wickedness, perpetrated generations after generation, and nobody's saying anything about it. And some of you might probably be listening, and tomorrow you still sign what you don't know. Okay, so maybe there's a place to say get a lawyer when you're about to decide on anything at all, any journey you want to take that you don't understand, and hope that the lawyer is going to do a due diligence, right? That's why your place of expanding your sphere of influence, your relationships, you need to expand your circle of influence. It's kind of be strategic, right? You go to a place and you meet a friend and he's a lawyer. Give, okay? It's not just that, okay, I'm gonna have him in my circle just in case I get into trouble or I need to say. Give, first of all. It's a law of nature, right? So when you're forming relationships, you give first of all. So when you have given, then you can hopefully believe that you're gonna get back when you can. And if it doesn't happen between you and that particular person, you get another person. Don't be crying about sleep. So you hear people like, after all I did for him, I'm like, okay, and so it's been quite an emotional ride for me personally. So I thought I should probably come to my circle of friends and rant about it. And usually that's how I spend some of my days. I've tried to stream. I don't stream as often. right? I don't personally, I don't have the time. That's just, I'm currently writing research as well, research on the impact of online learning on physical activity, academic performance, as well as weight gain for my cycle of influence. Yes. So I'm also a master's student, so I barely have much time. So for people who fellow streamers, I celebrate you. I can see you on this live. Thank you for stopping by my room. So if you ever think of monetizing anything at all, your skills, some of those skills that you're looking down on, that's right where the money is. Provided it's effortless, it's something you do effortlessly, you can as well monetize it. So you might want to reach out to me. Like I said, my bootcamp is starting soon. Right, my bootcamp is starting soon, so I don't mind having you on board so that we get to learn together, get to choose something that we know. And I said again, my community is currently running a challenge. So far, I think we've been able to reach about 30,000 plus people. I'm still using 30,000. I haven't even updated my portfolio yet, but I'm sure we're long past that. And then we community overall, 1,000, let's see, on average, 300 or thereabouts, right? We host on WhatsApp. So if you want to be a part of it, you can go ahead and reach out. I'm currently having a YouTube challenge as well. So if you need a group of persons who will support you, teach you a few things about monetization and all that, I just want to reach out to me. Like I said, I have gone to people in my spare, and I'm always excited to come out here. So I'm going to be taking a break right now. I'm glad that I came out, and I want to say thank you. For all those who are just watching, who didn't introduce themselves, how am I going to know? Okay. So how am I going to know how to find you when you're live? How am I going to subscribe to you too? You probably come into your room and enjoy. I usually love listening a lot on lives, especially those reasonable ones, not just those videos. I know there are several niches, so for us, of course, educational niche, I like, I'm sapiosexual, that's the word. So I like to learn a lot. I'm not moved by a lot. Of course, we all need fun in our lives through that, but I prefer to follow people who are doing something amazing, who are pushing. For me, I subscribe to, I know a lot of people talk about faceless videos, but I subscribe to videos with me inside because I'm also training. So once you show up here, you're also training your public speaking ability to address people. So you find out that most of those streamers, when it's time to do their TEDx events, it's literally like all your scripts that you've written over the years for content effortlessly coming out of your mouth. So I think perfect example is Mr. Beast. I literally binged on his materials. He's such an amazing public speaker. He probably will not even know, but that's what writing content, producing content does for you every single time. So if you're just meeting me for the first time, my name is Dr. Magnus, and then I'm excited to have come to your place. And thank you so much for stopping by unannounced. I think I'll pick a particular date when I'll come in casually, or maybe I'll see 12. I don't want to see 12 every day. That's risky because I'm very busy. So, but then on Saturdays, my community comes out every Sunday, 5 p.m. GMT+1. You might just want to turn on your notifications for us, because we will come out, right? We always come out. We have amazing, fine, amazing people. I mean, people who have worked for 30-something years, 20-something years, professionals all across the world. We host them, we teach, I teach. So I'm the lead coach for the community. But we have lots of other coaches who are doing amazing work. So I'll say again, thank you for coming to see my beautiful face. I know I know it's part of the peg, right? And hearing my accent as a Nigerian. I don't know, do you have a Nigerian friend? Again, I'm sure you probably will not reply, but you probably just look around my channel and gold-plated ropes. Okay, they're not ropes actually. It's called, on this side of the world, it's called attachments. That's what we call it. Attachments. And so most of them are fiber, they're synthetic. They're synthetically produced for the African market. You should get some of it. Your name is Be the Legend. Okay, you should get some of it. You can actually invade the um the black community with it if you want. Where are you chatting in from? Be the legend. Where are you searching from? Because we have a full market of people making this, but I'm not. That's not my prerogative right now. Okay. So thank you so much. So if we don't have anything else to say, like I said, okay, be the legend. I'm gonna check you out as well. Do well to subscribe. Anybody who's currently here, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and then I'm hoping that I will show up on your life as well. So I'm gonna turn on my notifications for you as well. So okay, I'm just seeing a lot of people come in, a lot of people go, a lot of people come in. You might want to just leave a comment. Let me know that you are here on the email, so that I can easily come into your room as well when you're hosting your own live, because I enjoy that. I'd like to say thank you for coming in. So be the legend. I'm gonna check you out. Thank you. Naz, I hope I'm pronouncing the name well. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Apostle, my apostle, wow, we have on thank you so much. She's also an amazing monetization coach. She is one of the founding leaders. I mean, we look up to her. In fact, she's more like a hero to me. From the beginning of the community, always have strengthened me, and she's right there. She works with the Caribbean and so many international organizations. She's very big with grants. So if you're currently on this call and you're looking to get grants, international grants for your businesses, you can just leave me a message so that I will let her know. Okay, Joshua Gaming, I just saw you said, what do you do? What do you do like in the day? Okay, like I said, I am a student. I'm a master's student right now. I'm even writing my research, so I'm even surprised that I came out on this live. And then I'm also a coach, yes. And then primarily I'm a medical doctor. I'm a trained doctor in Nigeria. Yes. So I don't know if anybody has any other question. If you don't have, I'm going to go off my phone now. So I'm going to give like 2 more minutes to see. I have a few more recordings to do. So I noticed that a lot of people are waiting for the 1,000 mark before they start monetizing their YouTube. So I'm trying to demystify that. So my next video, after the movie video, is going to be around monetization. So it's going to be around monetization. So it's going to be around monetization. So I want to help also people monetize their YouTube before they get to the 1,000 subscribers. Because I noticed that a lot of people are being trapped in that space and they are going viral, but they are not growing. Of course, obviously, when you share other people's materials, it's usually very tough for people to subscribe to you. So you can put in a video of somebody who is very famous and you have up to like hundreds of thousands of people viewing, but most of them will not subscribe because it's not your material. And you know, YouTube would always pushes more around people who are producing originals. So that's where the challenge is sometimes. So I'll probably help people monetize their channels before they get to the 1,000 mark. So I'm going to be leaving now. I think my 2 minutes is over. So thank you, Be the Legend. Thank you, Joshua J. Gaming, for asking. Like I said, I'm a medical doctor, but I am a master's student, so I'm more of public health. I'm training for that already. And then I'm a monetization coach. I was born in business. Yes. So I made money from all this. Okay, so this is me signing out. Thank you so much. I spent longer than I thought I was going to spend like 10 minutes. But how I spent 30, my God, that's a lot. So if you're probably just stepping in now and you would want to hear one of the story, don't worry. When it downloads and everything, I'm going to post the best possible place. So you probably just get to see the story and turn on your notifications so that you'll see when the post goes live. I celebrate you. So I'm going to be going off live in 4, 3, 2, and 1.